Last week, if you guys watched the episode, we talked so passionately about this individual and how life-changing the opportunity
the clip
would be for him and for Kentucky basketball and for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, the clip I literally posted 2 hours before.
Yeah, kind of pump faked us.
Yeah.
He said, oh, good. Like when Carmelo at the, you
Yeah.
know what I mean, on the sideline. I mean, well, just kidding. Pass it off.
Big Blue Nation, welcome back to another episode of the Bluegrass Breakdown. Joined by my man Izzy. We got a little bit of a slower week, but still some good information we can talk about. I do want to start this off by saying I saw Superman last night, and I just need the world to know how good of a movie it was. And I need people to realize that, you know, when I was watching that the whole time, I thought that Superman was like Kentucky, and I was looking at Lex as someone like Louisville. And it was always like trying to bring him down. And then Superman just came back with facts that kind of supported him. It may be more like Tennessee, because Tennessee is always talking about like, we beat you, yada, yada. And then Superman just said, well, how many Final Four appearances do you have? And it was a great movie. I thought it was amazing. Just wanted to get that off my chest.
That was probably the most random way we could have opened the episode. But
of course. But
I mean, hey.
Go right ahead with our very first topic. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
into it.
There's no better way to cap off as amazing as a season as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had than to become the cover athlete of NBA 2K26. I'll flash that picture up here, as you can see. I do want to comment a little bit, though. I think the covers are getting boring.
Yeah.
I want to get that off
It's
my
such
chest.
we could talk about that the entire podcast
we
if
could.
you wanted.
Because some of those like 2011 to like 2018 covers were like so cool.
Well,
so
I saw
unique.
The 2K16 one, if you remember, with Harden, Davis, and Curry.
Yeah.
It had like in the red background, it had silhouettes of them and like key moments. Like it'd have Harden doing this and then AD like blocking a shot.
I mean, literally, and now it's just Shai with like 4 different pictures of Luke Cornett in the background.
Well, yeah, when we look at it here, Al Horford's in it twice.
Yeah,
he's literally just zoomed in on the left side, and then the right side he's smaller.
It's just not.
It's lazy.
Super creative. It's lazy,
and
it's definitely lazy.
There's guys on Twitter who are remaking this in Photoshop in 20 minutes. I'm sure, Israel,
I could probably
do stuff. You probably could do that.
I mean, looking at this picture, to be so honest with you, it looks like it was ChatGPT'd.
No, I mean, it's from Getty Images. Like,
that's
just a normal picture you can look up on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, and
it has no duality to it.
No, not really. I mean, how many times a game is Shai, driving to the lane?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess they try to highlight the players' like, most signature move here, but if they should have put him shooting a free throw on there if they were going to do that, you know what I'm saying?
And how beautiful would it be too? I mean, to have a picture of him holding up his Finals MVP trophy, and, maybe celebrating the Thunder's,
maybe his regular MVP,
like
anything that he won.
But we got him dribbling,
just dribbling with.
But hey,
Al Horford twice. I do really like the Carmelo Anthony one though, because as simple as it is, it's just kind of like a throwback.
Well, they did great. They did great with the Ultimate Edition that has Carmelo, Angel Reese, and Shai Gilgeous on it.
Yeah,
that looks fire.
It's a cool.
Now,
cover.
Why can't we put that effort into literally everyone? Before we actually give Shai his flowers and quit messing around with 2K, man.
Dogging on Ronnie 2K, man.
Well, yeah. I do got to say, like, the game is coming out so much earlier.
Yeah, it is.
The game's coming out in August this year. You know how much that blows my mind? Because when I was a kid, and this is probably something everyone can relate to that's watching, dude, it would be a new 2K, a new Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Every late October, early November. And it was the best time of the year.
Yeah.
Because I'd have a brand new 2K. It would be Halloween. I'd eat crazy amounts of candy. And then it would be a new Call of Duty, and then it would be my birthday. Sometimes
because
Black Ops
then the
2
season's
came out
about to start
on my
too.
birthday.
That's awesome.
And then football seasons underway, and it's like the best time of the year. Now it's coming out in August. August is usually, for my 2K players out there, that's when you like start playing the old one after you got bored,
because
you're just like playing my team
because you've played 2K25 now for a year, and it gets a little boring.
I'll spend $10 and open some packs. It's one of those.
Yeah.
But now we got a brand new game that's coming out, and honestly, I'll be playing Madden.
Yeah, I'll be playing.
I'm giving Madden more of a chance now than I am 2K.
Well, Madden, I guess we could talk about for a quick second, because you thought that was coming out with college football. You were so excited.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
And so we thought we were going to get to play some
Mark
Madden
Stoops is in the game, and that will suffice me for at least
he looks motivated. He looks motivated for sure.
Let's actually talk about Shai, because it is a great,
if we must,
great honor being the third Wildcat ever to grace the cover. Obviously, Anthony Davis has been on it twice, but one as a triathlete and one where he's like actually the cover athlete. But AD was the cover athlete in 2K20. Devin Booker was the athlete in 2K23.
I love that Devin Booker cover.
Yeah, that is
the close up on his shoe, and the colors are really nice.
Yes, sir.
I like that one a lot.
It's a cool honor. Many, of course, there's so many Wildcats in the league, but there's also a very select few that are superstar level, if you want. And Shai is at the point where he's maybe going to exceed superstardom, and he's going to be an NBA legend off of solely one season that he had. I believe that if he has any sort of longevity, that this won't be the last time we see Shai on a cover of a video game, or him being a representative of Kentucky in some way or form, because after this season, he's become so historic. And I know people joke and say he has aura. He has aura. Like, he's literally a walking new era of, these kids' legends. Like, we grew up with LeBron. This is going to be
at the end of the day, like, what he's doing right now with the NBA it's crazy. And he's still, we're still living it. Well, I guess we just finished living it, but he had maybe what could be one of the best seasons an individual has had all time. And people don't really think about that. You know what I mean? So it's really cool to be in that spot now, looking back at it.
So we have 11 Wildcats participating in the 2025 NBA Summer League. I can read off the list here, but there's 5 players from last year's team, which I think very good indication of how the Pope era has started. But we have Justin Edwards, Chris Livingston, Antonio Reeves, Reed Shepard, who's arguably an Arkansas Razorback. And then we delve into everyone else. Crazy. You have Amari Williams, Jackson Robinson, Lamont Butler, Kobe Barea, and Andrew Carr. And then topping it off, who is actually teammates with Lamont Butler, is Jacob Toppin. So a lot of Wildcats in that Summer League mix. And Israel, I believe you have some of the best performances we've seen so far pulled up, do you not?
I do, yeah. Here, I guess we'll start off with the most experienced guy here. Reed obviously has had a lot of time playing in the G League and the Summer League, but he blew up in 33 minutes, 28 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, but also did it on the defensive end, 4 steals, 3 blocks, man. It's pretty impressive.
As a Rockets fan, it's kind of cool to see him continuing to produce, because low-key, there's a lot of people doubting him. I was one. I was like, we drafted him number 3. I thought he was supposed to be good instantly, and he's taken some time to develop. But, man, seeing little performances like this and little spurts, and, it's not the last one either.
No, and so we've seen it, a dozen times with him now popping off in these lower stakes games, and it's cool to see. Hopefully he kind of capitalizes on those minutes that he'll get at the NBA level.
And a big one that really stood out to me, being his first game of NBA action ever, if you want to get technical. Kobe Barea went absolutely off in his debut for the Suns.
Nuclear, man.
So what exactly did he have?
24 minutes, 19 points, 3 rebounds. You could feel it's not that impressive, but 7 for 10, 4 for 5 from the 3.
I love it.
Talk about efficiency, man.
Yeah, That's what we expect from Kobe, though, because, like,
Of course.
he was that efficient at Kentucky, and we saw games, especially like games against Florida, where he was like literally the key player and why they won. You know, you want to go back to beating the national championship winners. It's because of Kobe Bryant and him shooting, you know, I think he scored 20 points off the bench that game. So it's like, we've seen this from Kobe. But again, I'll reiterate, like, being the first time he's seen any NBA action, and that's what you're doing, that's a pretty darn good debut. I saw some people comparing him to Devin Booker. I said, hold up.
Hold on now.
Chill out.
Chill out. Come on.
But
Come on.
Great performance from Kobe to start it out.
Last one I want to highlight.
Go ahead and talk about Amari Williams. It's fine.
Oh,
man.
that's actually not where I was going. Not where I was going with that. I mean, he went 3 for 3, but that's fine. What? Jacob Toppin.
Oh, yeah.
The few games that he had, he's been putting out 27 minutes, 19 points, 10 rebounds, 7 for 13. We won't talk about the three-point shooting. But he had another game where in 15 minutes he had 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists, shot 4 for 7. Pretty efficient for a guy who doesn't really get talked about a whole lot anymore, especially at the NBA level. But, you know, kind of can see him starting to get used to it, crawling up and become more impactful.
Those are the guys that, like, intrigue me because that was, like, the first team we saw when we came into college. Yeah. So it was kind of like, this is our era of, like, Kentucky players. I will transition, though, because yesterday I got to talk to some of the other era's players. And I thought it was absolutely insane to have that opportunity. We'll throw some pictures and videos up that I took from that. But, man, like, talking to Willie Cauley-Stein was just kind of – it's one of those things because – you know, I'm professional, and I try and carry myself pretty well as a journalist. But when there's a guy that you remember sitting crisscross applesauce in front of your grandpa's TV and watching, and then he goes on to play for your favorite team and multiple other teams drafted by the Kings, and you watch him in the NBA, and he's just there in front of you, and you get to ask him literally whatever you want, and it's just kind of cool. My shoulder did hurt because I'm a short king, man.
Oh,
like,
you were holding.
So I was kind of like
holding that phone up there, man.
I got some bad angles sometimes, but man,
it's all right, man. I gotta give you that. Actually, although that tripod I got, it only goes up to about 6 feet.
That's what I'm saying.
I think, like, even then, you know, you're maybe not in the best of luck.
But so cool seeing the brand new Joe Kraft Center and seeing everything, all the banners and the look we got from the men's basketball page when they posted, you know, the picture of the banners and saying number 9 and all that. It was so cool. I felt kind of like what was being done in there. You could step in there and kind of feel like, ooh, this is where the stuff happens. I will say,
like a temple.
Yeah, the coolest thing was going over to talk to Ainsley, and you know, there's like a little area for like massages and stuff for guys to hang out. BG and Ortega are just sitting there,
just hanging out,
man,
having a good time,
watching some La Familia practice.
Nice.
And then while I'm interviewing Willie Cauley, I see someone just dart past me full speed. I'm like, who is this? It was Jasper. And I was like, really? I'm like, I got Willie in front of me, but dude, that's Jasper Johnson. Like,
that's the future.
That's my go.
That's the future in the past right there. You know what I mean?
I'm kidding.
All coming together.
Jasper was cool to see because I've never seen him in person, and I feel like he's very – I saw someone say on Twitter he's like the Playboy Cardi of Kentucky men's basketball, and he just doesn't show his face. And he's always like,
it's true. He's always kind of in the shadows, like zooming around. You know what I mean?
Jasper. He had his hood on, like trying to be discreet. But man, I thought that was very funny. Just seeing him so randomly, especially because like I knew he was back from Team USA, but like I don't know. I haven't processed the whole timeline of when that happened and like how he's already back and stuff. So
already practicing again.
Yeah, and I was just like, man, I was like, oh, Jasper, that's cool.
Yeah,
but whatever. And then I think the best part for me was they didn't do it very traditionally. Like we were able to just go up to the players and talk to them how we wanted to. So I just straight up went up to Aaron Harrison. I'm like, hey, bro, can I ask you some questions? He's like, yeah, man. asked me some questions. Got to talk to literally the whole roster, which we're about to talk about. But I did miss out on some guys, but I talked to Archie Goodwin, Khalil Whitney. I got a majority of the guys, so it was pretty cool. Those are Kentucky legends. Those are people I've watched growing up, and now that I'm a man and able to like talk about their careers and what they're doing for La Familia, I mean, dude, it was cool. Like, that's the best way to say it. It's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. But I will say we had one person missing.
Yeah.
Who last week, if you guys watched the episode, we talked so passionately about this individual and how life-changing the opportunity
the clip
would be for him and for Kentucky basketball and for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, the clip I literally posted 2 hours before was like in honor of La Familia, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Jesser.
Yeah, so Jesser the Laser will not be joining La Familia competing with the team.
Yeah, they kind of like told us that before we went and talked to the whole team.
Yeah, kind of pump faked us.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, good," like when Carmelo at the, you know what I mean, on the sideline. I mean, well, just kidding, pass it off. But
I'm gonna post that later.
Yeah,
I'm gonna post a meme like that later.
I mean,
like
it's
Jesser
funny.
joining La Familia.
Yeah. Oh man.
But yeah, they made us aware that Jesser had a schedule conflict and he would no longer be joining La Familia. Kind of made me upset because I was like, why would you make a whole public announcement and make a recorded video for La Familia to post and be like, guys, I'm so excited. I'm going to be joining Lexington's La Familia team. And then you, like, obviously I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's crazy serious and we're just dogging him for no reason.
Yeah, I mean,
but dude,
you never
know
what's going on in the background, of course.
But you got to, like, if you're going to make a big announcement like that, especially with Big Blue Nation backing this.
And we're 4 days before game one.
Yeah. You got to, like, have a better sense of organization. You can't just, like, by the way, guys, I'm not playing. You just can't do it, man. I think it's sad. Hopefully everything with him's okay, and maybe it's just kind of one of those things where he had to back out last second. But, you know, no diss to Twani, Beckham, or anybody like that. Like, they went out and were getting a guy who they thought was going to, like, super boost them on social media and probably vlog. I think that's what a lot of the fans were really looking forward to, just seeing those videos. And that's millions of impressions that just puts La Familia even deeper on the map. Yeah. And the fact they're losing out on that kind of suddenly, it hurts a little, you know?
Yeah, I agree that it hurts a little at the end of the day, though, you know what I mean? It still sheds the light on the fact that Twani and Sean are kind of really still focused on putting together, at the end of the day, a basketball team that's going to win and that the fans are going to enjoy.
Right.
So regardless of whether or not they were able to get Jesser, the idea of it was crazy in the first place. The fact that they were this close to following through with that is extremely impressive. Yeah. And so I think where they're ending up now, I still think they can do it, man. I don't know if Jesser is going to be the win or the loss that's gonna make them not be able to win it all this year. I
ask you, do you think that kind of makes them weary to do something else with a celebrity like that and announce it?
I don't know if it would make them more weary to do it and announce it, but I do think that it will make them a little more careful going forward to be like, all right, if we're going to say, listen, if we're going to tell all of our fans that Jesser is joining a guy with, 60 million subscribers or whatever he's got, you know what I mean? If we're going to tell, exactly, if we're going to tell we got this huge celebrity, or I guess internet celebrity suiting up for the team, at least let it happen. At least let it happen. So next time, if they're able to get that opportunity with a different guy, keep us on our toes a little longer, because the payoff is going to be that much more worth it.
Very true. So we have the whole roster pulled up here, so we'll go ahead and read it off. But
it's fire off. Yeah, it's pretty good. Lie. We got Ansley Almanor, obviously. Willie Cauley-Stein, who's, I believe, captain this year.
Should be, yeah.
Should be. I mean, he was boy last year. I mean, he's kind of that guy when it comes to La Familia. Right. Archie Goodwin, both Andrew and Aaron Harrison, Duran Lamb, DeAndre Liggins, Khalil Whitney, DJ Burns. I don't know how to pronounce this man's first name. Karem? Is that what it is? Karem Cantor. And then Marquise Warwick, who was the most recent addition after Jesser not being able to make it in. I mean, hey, that sounds pretty good to me, man.
Yeah, cool little lineup.
It's a cool little lineup.
I will talk about Marquez, I can't say. Gosh, the Q's kill me.
They do get
But-
you. It's like Jaden Quaintance.
Yeah, man, I can't pronounce his name. But dude, he absolutely electric in his little career in college. I mean, he was a scorer, over 2,000 points scored in his college career. I mean, that's impressive no matter where you go to school. Then he ended up going to an SEC school with Mizzou to round it out. I'm pretty sure he saw Kentucky, and I didn't get a chance to talk to him, but I did talk to DJ Burns, and it was kind of cool to get insight because it's like, La Familia reached out to them.
Yeah.
And that's a key thing, like reaching out to those guys and saying, hey, we know you have more to show on the court. We think you can represent everything. And they're kind of starting a trend of maybe some guys who deserve that spotlight, but maybe they aren't a Wildcat, deep down. But you have guys like Willie Cauley, and that was the question I asked him, being the most experienced guy, how do you kind of help these guys understand the culture? And, he kind of told me, well, they know what it is. The moment they step in here, what Kentucky is. You don't even have to tell them about it. So I think it's cool to see guys like DJ and him come into this team and kind of take it full-fledged and maybe not being a basketball influencer with 30 mil, but you got guys who have played college basketball and been through their reigns and now can, start a trend of maybe being those late season additions.
Yeah, and I'm really excited for this season. Obviously, first game, it'll be
Stro
Squad. I'm trying to think about the timing here. It'll be 2 days after this episode comes out.
Right.
Friday, July 18th, 9 p.m. I think it's awesome that it's going to be on FS1.
I'll be there.
You're going to be there.
I'll be
so
there.
that'll be
I'm
awesome.
excited.
Yeah, we're going to take some turns covering them over the next few days, but overall, really excited, hoping for no early upsets, knock on wood, to all that. And
if they lose to Bowling Green, I mean, come
listen,
on,
man, Stro Squad, you never
I'm not
know.
dissing, but I am
And if you look, actually, something I didn't notice, Stro Squad, if you look at their logo, this is their first year, established 2025.
Yeah, buddy.
There you go, man.
They got a lot to
prove here.
man.
So that'll be really exciting. Be cool to see them finally get out on the court.
It's always cool to get some baseball news in July.
Yeah.
And, somebody that recently committed a bit of a late addition was Tagger Tyson. Made the switch from Louisville to Kentucky. Very good catcher. He didn't see too much of light, but with what he had, his plate appearances, almost hitting 300 and bringing in 25 RBIs, he did his job every time he was up at plate. He's going to be a guy to hold it down. I know you wanted to talk about maybe he won't play much. Yeah. Alex Duffy from Elon, who Kentucky got earlier this offseason, is probably going to get that starting nod. But I do believe in Tagger, and he's a bit of a younger kid, younger than Alex is, so maybe kind of a guy who develops and is in this system for a while and becomes that Devin Burks, which you alluded to. So it was cool. I got to sit down with him. Said he's super pumped and excited to be a Wildcat. I did ask him because transferring from Louisville to Kentucky or vice versa is something you rarely see across.
It's like Red
any
Sox
sport.
to Yankees,
Yeah,
what I mean?
and it's like Erodimus Chapman may do it every now and then.
Yeah.
Or you may get a Babe Ruth or gosh,
but you're always going to look
Alex
at
Verdugo.
Funny. Yeah, Alex Verdugo
is the most recent.
Man.
But Tagger told me playing at Louisville and in the rivalry game, I know how much the fans and programs really care about it and how much it means to the state. And then I asked him what he's bringing to Kentucky exactly, and he just alluded to being an ultimate competitor and making everyone around him better. And that's really all he cares about. And, that's nice to know for a program that's trending in the right direction and is probably looking for a banger of a year. You know what I'm saying?
Another quick quote kind of that I wanted to put on here is that he said, obviously alluding to Kentucky, I thought it's exactly the kind of fit I'm looking for in my next school to help me get better and have a fun time winning. And I think you can highlight the having a fun time part as, one of the top perks that every Kentucky baseball player talks about when playing under Nick Mingione. And so I think it's kind of funny to hear a guy from Louisville talk about, well, I'm going to go to Kentucky because it's going to be better and I'm going to have more fun. So, I'm not going to get too into the rivalry action right now, but it's always fun to hear that. Also, Taggart Tyson is definitely like an all-name team.
Oh yeah, dude, I love it.
The names that we've been getting, like with Savvy Swords, and we're getting some really cool names the last few months, and I'm liking the trend that's going in.
Savvy Swords and Taggart Tyson playing.
Yeah, man.
Same day, man. That'd be electric, wouldn't it?
Be really cool.
I do want to cap it off with some cool news that came out of Kentucky baseball. We saw a little Wildcat getting drafted action. Ethan Walker, the lefty pitcher, was drafted by the Red Sox in the 12th round of the MLB draft yesterday. So big congrats to Ewok. He was the 358th pick, which kind of blows my mind because I'm used to the NFL and the
NBA only has
not
60.
the NFL, but the NBA. Yeah. That's what I meant. Just saw 60 picks.
Yeah, it's always funny thinking about the MLB draft because there's 17 rounds or something like that. I mean, that's
unreal.
That's unreal, man.
But also
go Sox, baby. Shout out.
Easy.
Hey, man.
Also on top of that, Lexington Catholic star Owen Jenkins is going to stay and play for Kentucky. He shined at the combine and like a top 30 national recruit, so a lot of people were thinking, yeah, he's getting drafted. Yeah, he's probably not going anywhere, but you know what? He's staying home. He's going to be in Lexington next year. They're calling him the Bluegrass Boy. I think that's a great nickname. Yeah, I love it.
That's a really nice nickname.
But cool to get some baseball news in the middle of July.
Yeah.
Just out of the blue. Didn't even really kind of process it in my head that anybody could be drafted, or, not be drafted and then want to stay at Kentucky.
Yeah.
But hey,
man, sports don't sleep, man. Sports don't sleep.
Big Blue Nation, thank you for watching and listening to another week of the Bluegrass Breakdown. Make sure to tune in every Wednesday at noon for brand new episodes. And also make sure to check us out on all socials, KY Insider. It's simple.
Pretty easy.
Website, kyinsider.com.
Can't forget it.
Instagram, KY Insider. Twitter, KY Insider. Go check us out. We post daily Kentucky news. We're up to date with everything. We're quick with it. So make sure if you need to know what's going on, come check out KY Insider. Thank you all for watching and listening. Again, I've been Kai McClelland.
I've been Israel Schill.
And we'll see y'all next week.